Hey everybody, it's Alex. I have some cards that I want to share with you guys. I haven't got to make very many. I've been pretty busy, so yeah, I haven't made very many, but I'll share with you what I have. Gosh, I can't get this chair to sit right. Okay, so this is the first card, and I made him with the Grouchy Kitty. He's not in my shop anymore, but he was there. I have to get him again, but I made him. I colored him. Actually, I didn't have a gray at the time, so I used my daughter's colored pencil gray. But I showed it in a different haul video. I went and got some gray colored pencils from Michaels. And then I used my colored pencils to color in his raincoat. And, well, I used it for everything. I glossy accented the puddles. And I think I used, on his hat and his raincoat. And I used some stickles on the water. Well, it's not glossy accents. It's, I call it that. I guess I call every glaze, dimensional glaze, glossy accents. But I use this Mod Podge Dimensional Magic because it has all this glitter in it. And that's the glitter you see in his coat. So I used that. And I used a 6x6 paper pad that I don't remember the name of. I used a Paper Smooches stamp here for the sentiment. And I just layered it on, and I popped it up just barely on some foam adhesive dimensional stuff. And that is about it for that card. I think it came out pretty cute. So yeah, with this CC Designs Grouchy Kitty, I just love him. So that is that. Then, oh, this one I think came out good. I made this one, and this one I got inspiration. I get all kinds of inspiration from YouTube, but particularly this one, Amy R did one, but she used a sentiment and made it on chalkboard, and she turned it to the side like that, and she added little decorations. I'm talking like that's how Bianca says that it's decorations. She added little die cuts and things. So I took her idea and kind of did my own thing. I stamped this penny black stamp on here, and I colored it in with colored pencil. Like you can see, all the balloons are different colors, and his body is like a brown color. So I did that, and like I said, this is just regular black cardstock, and I smeared my white ink all over it. This is the Jilly Bean Soup stamp set that's out at Joann's. Love You Bunches. And I embossed that with, I didn't have this yet when I made this card. So I could have used this white wedding dress. So it was just Versamark with some white embossing powder was all that was. And I backed it on this teal colored paper, and this pattern in the background, she did like a cool pattern thing on hers too, is Lawn Fawn. It's one of their pattern sets. Then I used some of my punches, and I just punched out different patterned papers, and I don't know if you could tell, but I made like my own sort of enamel, like an enamel dot, but in a star shape. And I also did it here on the heart and on the butterfly. Those are just different punches that I have. And I put some Wink of Stella. It's all shiny. I put that all over it, and I put little white dots with my gel pen around it. So yeah, I think this one came out really cute. I did this one a little while ago. And then I did this one with the new stamp set. This one happens to be by me, I think. The new stamp set that is out at Michaels by Art Impressions, and it's the, doesn't have a name, this one. It's this one, Home is Where, and it has a different, I used Home is Where You Park It, but it has a different sentiment. So I used that guy because I didn't really know what to do. I wanted to make a card, and I wasn't sure what to do, and I handed my husband 3 different stamp sets that I liked, and I said, I know I want to do something with these ones in particular, but can you narrow it down for me? So he said this set. So with this set, I used this guy. And I colored him in with Prismacolored pencils. And I used like my glaze pen on the bottom of his shoes and stuff to make it shiny, and on the metal in his arm of his chair. And I used these pattern papers here are this yellow, this red, this blue is the 97-cent packs of paper that had just come out recently at Walmart. They had just brought them out. I used 2 different dies here, just some random, this was like leftover paper from cutting this. Some these little dots here are from like a couple years ago. The Target dollar bin sold these little gems with adhesive on the back of them. And I just put some white dots around this and some yellow dots around that, and that was about it for this card. So that's that one. And then I made this one, and I forget who did this. With the, was it My Favorite? No. Oh gosh, what's that stamp company? You guys probably saw the card. It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh no, anyways, it's a stamp company. They made a card, you know, with their stamps showing you what to do. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, you know. And she was, even in the video, she's saying, I'm sure you can find your own stamps, you know, do different things, make, you know, different, you know, just find something similar you have that you can use. So this is what I created with mine. Yeah, I've done like 4 videos already, so I'm like, from talking. This thanks here is actually, it looks stamped like with black ink, like it didn't stamp properly, but it's not. It's Tim Holtz Distress Embossing Powder, and when it cools and you're done embossing, you're supposed to rub it, and it rubs off the excess stuff and makes this distressed look. So with the stars, I used the Memento inks. I used Love Letter, Nautical Blue, and Dandelion. I used those 3. The stamp set that I used for the stars, I don't remember. I should write this stuff down. But what was it? I think it was a Paper Smooches one, I think. And it had 3 different size stars in it. So I just used all 3 of them. And then when I was done, I got some clear, I think it's Recollections embossing powder. It's like clear glitter embossing powder. And I poured it all over, and then I heated it up so the clear glitter stuff would stick. So the stars are glittery. And then these, I punched out some stars. And then I put, I love this stuff, this Mod Podge Dimensional Magic on there, and it has the gold glitter in it. But I put a little bit so that it kind of looked like those enamel things that are out, the different shapes of enamel dot type things. And then these are Recollections. When they first came out with their version of enamel dots, they came out with these gems. So I put those on there, and I put it on some black cardstock. And then I had this pretty cool paper that I thought looked good, and I put that on black cardstock, and then I have this red cardstock in the background. And that is that for that card. So I have another card in the works. I just have to continue to play with it, but that's all I have for now. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Go check out the other ones, and I will talk to you guys soon. Alright guys, bye.